So I did a little bit of an eBay experiment. I am a trading card seller on Whatnot and on eBay. I am a reseller in general. I do resell a lot of other things on multiple different platforms, but we're going to specifically talk about eBay versus Whatnot when it comes to selling trading cards. Now, Whatnot is an auction formatted selling platform. If you're not familiar with Whatnot, I do have a series playlist talking about this platform, and it's an auction platform. So to make this the most even test possible, I'm comparing eBay auction format as well. So this is going to be listing trading cards on both platforms, doing auctions on each platform, starting off like the same dollar amount, and comparing fees, comparing the time input, comparing just a lot of different things about each platform to kind of gauge which platform is better to sell trading cards on as a whole. I will say that I was a little bit surprised by some of the results found during this experiment, but let's go ahead and kind of dive into it. Let me tell you a little bit about the experiment. So I decided to take 50 cards and list them on eBay in an auction style format. I was very curious exactly how long it would take me to list these cards. Now, about 14 years ago, I did start selling strictly trading cards on eBay under only auction, just as a casual seller because I was a collector. And then a few years ago, I started reselling, so I may have put cards up here or there. But if they weren't over a certain dollar amount, I told myself it wasn't really worth my time, that there's so much time involved to get these things listed. To only make $1, $2, $3 off of them just wouldn't be worth it. So when Whatnot came around, I thought Whatnot was the saving grace. I just thought it was perfect. I can move stuff fast and I can get, more money off of it. But since I haven't really given eBay a true chance in the auction side for trading cards, they are doing a lot of different things to try and make their trading card category better, to try to improve it, to try to bring more buyers and sellers to the eBay platform, which I think is smart, especially with the way Whatnot is taking off, just to kind of combat that. So I took 50 cards. I timed myself photographing these 50 cards. Consider that my prep time. So I took 3 photos of each card. I took a photo of the front, the back, and then an up-close photo of the bottom of the card where it showed the set number, the style number, whatever details that the card might need. To photograph 50 cards, it took me 21 minutes. So I was surprised by that. I moved pretty quickly. I was not rushing. I was not trying to speed photograph. I was just not wasting time. I just went straight to it. I wasn't doing anything else. So I started the time, finished my last photograph, and I ended the time. And yeah, 21 minutes. So I thought that was pretty good, actually. Now, to list these cards, to give myself an accurate time for listing them and also to be able to spread out my listings on a Sunday, because I did start my auction on Sunday. I have found that Sunday is just the best day to do an auction. I went ahead and drafted all of my listings on Saturday. So I sat down and I started to just draft all 50 of them. So again, I timed myself for all 50 and it took me 70 minutes to get all of these cards listed. Again, they were all saved as drafts because I just wanted to be able to spread them around on Sunday. So 71 minutes, that's an hour and 10 minutes. I'm sorry, 70 minutes, that's an hour and 10 minutes to get all those cards listed. I was very surprised by that as well. I'm going to put up just a little kind of screen share here of what I was doing to get these listed. So instead of typing in the name, instead of doing a self-similar, the easiest method, because I knew what I was starting each card at, 99 cents, click list an item, and then I type in Pokemon, and then a camera option pulls up to where I'm able to take a photo of the front of the card, and eBay will populate listing options. Now, out of 50 times, this was very, very accurate to pull up the right card, with the exception of if I was photographing a Japanese card. It pulled up the same card, because a lot of Japanese and English cards have the same exact artwork. So it did pull up the same card, but it pulled up the English version, which wasn't a big deal. I just had to make sure to change the language from English to Japanese and make sure to have in my title that it was a Japanese card. Other than that, it worked beautifully, and that enabled me to scan through each one of them very quickly, which made the entire listing process very easy. So my total time spent for prepping and listing these cards on eBay was 91 minutes for 50 cards. Not bad at all. So let's go ahead and take that into Whatnot. Now Whatnot, if I wanted to go through 50 cards, I already know just from doing this constantly that it's going to take me about 25 minutes to list these, because I run my auctions at 20 cents per auction, and I do need just a little bit of time in between, not much, just a few seconds. So per minute, I can run 2 cards. So if I'm running 2 cards per minute and I want to run 50, then that's going to take me about 25 minutes. Now my prep time, I just call it about 5 minutes. It's a very easy process on Whatnot to get these cards listed when you're doing singles. So I will show you right here what I do. Basically, I'm creating my live and I am putting up these 50 cards for auction. I am doing Pokemon single and adding a quantity of 50. Whatnot pre-populates all that for me. Pokemon single 1, Pokemon single 2, Pokemon single 3, and so on, which is very, very easy. Then when the card sells, all I do is during the auction, either on a sticky note, either on an envelope, either on the penny sleeve, I will just write on that card number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and so on, so that when it says Jennifer purchased cards 1 and 5, I go through all the cards and I pull 1, I pull 5, I put them in their envelope to package up and send off, and then just kind of go down the line like that. That's the easiest method I found for trading cards when it comes to getting them shipped out. Also, just a side note, on top loaders, if you write with a Sharpie on the top loader, I will do that. You can clean that off very easily, so don't feel bad for writing on a top loader with a Sharpie. All somebody has to take is a little bit of alcohol or nail polish remover and just wipe that right off, and it's good to go. Okay, back to Whatnot. So Whatnot, then 30 minutes. That's a total time of 30 minutes from prep to auction. Now the big factor here is that during that 30 minutes I'm selling the cards. The cards are sold. So at the end of this 30 minutes, these cards are sold. With eBay, at the end of the hour and a half, the card still needs 7 days to be sold. So that is a huge time frame difference. So I have to wait 1 week for these cards to sell. Also on eBay, I have to hope that every buyer pays. The buyers have an option to not pay. They can just choose to not pay, and you never know. And that does happen quite a bit on auctions. So not only did I wait 7 days, I hope that the card sells, it sells, the buyer doesn't pay. Now the buyer pays, they get the card, and then they realize, oh, I had already bought this card from someone else, I'm gonna return it. The buyers can return. I don't care what eBay says, what your profile says, what your restrictions are. The buyers can return on eBay pretty much anyway. So on Whatnot, you don't have to worry about buyers not paying, and you don't have to worry about returns. Those are just carefree things that you do not have to worry about. When the auction ends, that item is sold, the money is taken out. Now, if the buyer does not have the money in their account, or if they have a expired card, or they don't have a card, whatever, there's an issue, then it will pop up right then and there and say payment failure. The buyer will get a notification saying to retry payment, just that as a verification, or they may need to go in and update their card. So you can allow a few seconds for them to do that. You can put their card off to the side and keep running through the next one, and when you see that payment come through, or if they don't click retry, or if they retry and it doesn't go through, then you'll just have to rerun it for them. If they say, sometimes they'll go and deposit money, sometimes they'll have to find another card because theirs was expired or they forgot to update it, and they'll come back and say, please rerun that card again. And that might be like the smallest, slightest variable. That doesn't happen a whole lot though. I mean, it happens enough for me to mention it here, but it's not like a really big factor as far as non-payment or returns go. So Whatnot is a lot faster, it's a lot carefree, it's a lot less hassle, it's a lot more secure, guaranteed money. Okay, if I haven't lost you already, that's awesome, but I might here, because let's get a bunch of numbers thrown at you. So I'm going to do my best to put everything up here on this nice whiteboard as I go along. So if you are a visual learner, I'm really trying to teach and not confuse. We need to talk about the fees. Let's go ahead and start with Whatnot fees because they are easier. So Whatnot, we're going to take the example of selling a card for $1. Whatnot has an 8% commission fee, so that's how much they charge to use the platform. There's also 2 processing fees. There's a percentage fee and a flat rate fee. The percentage fee is 2.9% and the flat rate is 30 cents. Those are per transactions. So you have the 8% first, then the 2.9, then the 30 cents. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our dollar item sold. So first let's minus the 8% commission. So that leaves us with 92 cents. Then we will minus the 2.9%. That leaves us with 89 cents. Then we minus the 30-cent flat fee. That leaves us with 59 cents. So my take home for a dollar sold card is 59 cents. If I am selling 50 cards at $1 per card, my total take home is $29.50. So $29.50 for a total time spent of 30 minutes. Now, if you are a new seller on Whatnot or very casual, a little bit smaller seller, then you get paid on average, this is the general pay structure, is 2 days after the buyer receives their item. So if I sell this stuff on Sunday, I ship it out Monday, it's going first class. So generally people are going to receive it about Thursday, maybe Friday, just depending on location. Some might receive it Wednesday. But the latest that they should receive it would be on Friday, which means 2 days after that, which means the latest that you can expect to receive your Monday would be about Monday. That's an entire week for you to have access to your funds. Now, myself and some others do have early payout. Now, I'll put it right here what you need to do to qualify for early payout. This is a huge game changer because what would normally take me 7 days to get paid, now as soon as I print my shipping labels, I have access to my money. So I'll print my shipping labels that Sunday night. I have access to that money. I can withdraw it and it would be in my bank account Monday, Tuesday at the latest. That is very, very nice. And meanwhile, eBay, the auctions are just 2 days in. So I've already gotten this $29.50 from Whatnot, while the eBay auctions still have 5 days to run. That's nice, right? That's very quick, fast money. You can't beat that as far as speed goes. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about eBay fees. We're going to take 99 cents. So this is what I started all my auctions off on eBay. So on Whatnot, the lowest you can go is $1. You can go lower on eBay than 99 cents, but I wanted to keep it right around the ballpark, and I just like 99, ending 99 cents versus the flat dollar. So on eBay, the fees are different. There are a lot of different variables. It depends on the category. It depends on if you're a regular seller, top rated seller. There's a lot of different things. So I'm just going to kind of go off the norm. So if you did your category under toys and collectibles for single trading cards, then the norm is 12.9% variable fee. There's also a 30% fee per auction. That is a fixed fee after the items sell. So the 99 cents that I have sold, before we can subtract those fees, we do have to add in the shipping and handling that the buyer pays, plus the sales tax that the buyer pays. So the shipping and handling is $1.05. That's if you choose 3 ounces for your eBay standard envelope. If you choose something lower or higher, it would vary. And then the sales tax on average is about 15 cents. So let's just call it 15 cents. That's about 7% or so. So the total for one card that I sold for 99 cents, the buyer pays $2.19. The fees are based off of what the buyer pays. So for our actual earnings, what we take home, we subtract those fees off of the 204. That's off of the sold price and the shipping price. Okay, I'm out. Watching this back, oh my goodness, I am all over the place and very hard to understand. what I'm trying to say, without saying fees a million times, they're very hard to understand on eBay, and most people don't truly pay attention to them. So whenever an item sells, let's just round out to a flat dollar. This item sells for $1. The buyer will pay shipping. Let's say they pay $1 shipping. Let's say that their sales tax is $1. So the buyer is all in. $3 is what's being charged out of their account. $3. So that is where eBay calculates the percentage fee from. So the 12.9% is taken out of the $3. However, us as the seller, when we're trying to calculate our total take-home earnings for that sell, then we need to subtract that 12.9% plus the 30%, the total fees, out of only $2, because we have to remove the sales tax out of there. And that shows what our actual earnings is. So that's why it's a little bit weird, because the fees are calculated based on the sales tax, which is included with what the buyer pays, but our total take home is not. You have to remove the sales tax before you calculate our total take home. So that's why in this clip here, we're subtracting the fees off of the $2.04 to get an accurate take home for us as the seller. I hope that this insert helps to explain all that. I cut out a big portion of fee, and all rambling. So let's go ahead and continue back, and hopefully that makes sense. Sorry, I don't know how else better to explain it. Maybe I should have just got straight to the point, but here we go. So I know it's a little bit confusing, but we're subtracting the fees, the 28 cents and the 30 cents off of the 204. That leaves us with $1.46. So then we take this per item times 50, that is $73. So $73 is now what we've earned on eBay. Now again, the shipping, yes, this could help or work against sellers depending on how you use the shipping. So for me, $1.05 is a very fair price for a buyer to pay to have me ship them a card. I do get a discount when I ship the card, but ultimately I am still making a little bit of money on the shipping. So even though the percentage is 12.9 plus 30 cents, plus you have to take the percentage off of the total what the buyer paid versus just what it sold for, it sounds like the fees would be so much higher on eBay, but because of the shipping factor, you still end up making more money. So you can take that how you will. $73 versus $29.50, that's more than twice the amount of profit. And for me, I'm going to call it profit because these are cards from my collection of stuff that I'm buying for personal use, not for resale or for sourcing. So this is going to be up to your business strategy, up to your financial needs, on which platform you would want to use. So for me, $29.50, if you are in serious need of money quick, then Whatnot would be perfect. Like I said, I can get paid within one business day. Really, I could have this money from when it's sold. On eBay, it's going to take about a full week, 7 to 9 days, really, to have my payout. You do have to wait an extra 5, 6, 7 days to get your money on eBay, but you're getting an extra $43. So think about that in percentage wise. You know, that's a huge extra percentage that you're getting. And I was kind of surprised by that. I was surprised that it was so much more. I thought maybe I would be making a little bit more on eBay, but not enough to be worth my time. Doing this shows me that the percentage, and especially how many cards that I have, if I times that, you know, we're doing cards of 50. If I do that by 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 cards, that is a huge profit earning. So that is a ton of money I am leaving on the table by selling them for $1 on Whatnot. So there's a couple things you can decide. I can decide to, okay, start them for $2 on Whatnot, or do 2 cards for $2. So do them in bundles so that I'm not getting hit with as many 30-cent fees. And that's some of the things that I have been doing on Whatnot to kind of counteract that 30-cent fee, is starting my cards off at $2 or bundling cards, doing 4 cards for $4, things like that, so I'm not getting hit with as many transaction fees, and that has been helping quite a bit. Or you can also, which was what I've been doing these past couple weeks, is I'm putting these cards up for auction on eBay. I am letting them run their course. If they don't sell, because not every card is going to sell on either platform, so we kind of just left that out because each platform doesn't guarantee that all the cards are going to sell. So if any card, so say I list 50 and 25 of them don't sell on eBay, then those 25 I can say, well, let me try to sell them on Whatnot, or I can put them back on eBay, or I can recycle and keep going through cards, switching them from eBay to Whatnot, new cards that I get, putting them on one platform, trying them on the other. Personally, I would suggest putting them on eBay first so that you really try to maximize on that. If they don't sell, then you can put them on Whatnot. If you're in, like I said, quick money, then go ahead and put them on Whatnot, but try to bundle them up and do 2, 3, 4 cards for $2, $3, $4 instead of starting everything off at $1, because that would make a big difference as well. So let me know what you guys think, if there's anything new or interesting that you learned here, or like I said, for me, I didn't expect me to be able to move so quickly through eBay. I also didn't expect for eBay to be so much higher of an earning and profit and money maker. I mean, I like eBay a lot, I really do, and I know eBay definitely has more potential as of now to make more money on. But I guess I was just so excited making good quick money on Whatnot. I never truly thought that it could be this much of a difference. So thank you guys and girls so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you stuck with me through the entire thing and I didn't get too confusing on you all. Go ahead and leave a comment if you have any questions or concerns down below. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you next time. Bye.